Grand rising, powerful being. Hey, I just want to remind you that everything that you think is working against you is actually working for you. Everything that you think is working against you is actually working for you. You have to see the opportunity in your frustration. Sometimes we think our frustration is condemnation, but frustration is an opportunity to change. A lot of people don't change up until they get fed up. I'm fed up. Enough is enough. Listen, it is actually an opportunity to be frustrated, because what that happens is you stop settling for what's happening because you're like, hey, I'm tired of this. I've been frustrated so many times. That's why it's an opportunity for me. So guess what? It's not working against you, it's working for you. Sometimes something is not working in your business and your art and your music, and you have to shift a little bit. The reason why that is because on look, for you to progress, things can't just go straight line. They got to have a little zigzag, because then you got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they just want a straight line. But guess what? It's not going to be a straight line, because guess what? This world is a crooked world. Guess what? The demise is not here to bury you 6 feet deep, because you're seed that's going to grow out of the ground. So yeah, you're like, yeah, I've heard this 1,000 times. This is the reminder. Let me remind you again. This is what I do. I'm a refresher. I'm a reminder. I remind people. And what I'm here to tell you today is, it's not working against you, it's working for you. A lot of times it isn't until you're fed up that you really start to feed what you need to feed. A lot of times we're barely getting by. It's like living off of junk food. You're like, what do you mean? I'm going to work 9 to 5 is like junk food. I'm just like zombieing to work. Right. And then at some point you just like, I can't live like this anymore. So you get frustrated, you're like, crap, I gotta change. That is a good thing. Sometimes you need a couple of illnesses really to restore your health. You're like, what? You're like, man, I had the COVID scare. Now I'm all of a sudden I'm drinking teas. Now all of a sudden I'm exercising. Now all of a sudden that's what you needed. Sometimes your pain is exactly what saves your life long term, because you needed that pain in order to make a change in your lifestyle. Sometimes you not making any money in your business is what you needed, because now you're starting to learn how to become more creative, and now you produce a product out that outstands that. Oh, that's like bigger than the rest, better than the rest. Because you're like, how did you come up with this, Ed? Well, guess what? I was so frustrated, I was so pissed off that this wasn't working. I had to find another way to make it work. They're like, yo, how did you start writing? Why did you write a book? Why did you start becoming a speaker and not just teaching yoga classes or teaching these fitness classes? Well, guess what? I found out that there's more in me, because I was so frustrated trying to run this and it wasn't working, and I needed to shift. So I started listening to some people who's giving motivation, and I realized that, oh my goodness, people don't just need to work out, they need motivation and personal development. I started to personally develop. I started to listen to motivation. Now I'm doing it. Sometimes what you need is your car getting taken away, because now it gets your ass to sit down in your own home and focus on your craft. Somebody says, man, I don't want that. Sometimes the house that you love so much and partying in every single day is the house you need to get evicted out of, because now you're going to learn the truth about your friends. Now you're going to learn the truth about life. Now you're going to learn resiliency. Now you're going to have to find a way out of no way. Now you're going to have to humble yourself, sleeping on couches for a little bit, which is going to elevate you to the next level. A lot of people don't understand that to go up, sometimes you got to be humble. And when life humbles you, that is a great thing. So somebody come to me and say, hey, I'm going through so much pain. It's horrible right now for me. I can't. I'm like, congratulations. You're like, what's wrong with this guy? Well, congratulations, because you have now gotten in the process of getting enlightened. Listen, the best way to step into the light is when you find out you're in darkness. And you don't find out until you're in darkness until it's like, oh my goodness, I'm in darkness. Sometimes you're in darkness, but you think it's light because you were ignoring it this whole time, and something off has to happen to wake you up. Congratulations. Are you going through some pain right now? Congratulations. Look, one way to know that you're alive is not just to know that you're breathing, but it's if you can feel pain. Somebody says, hey, I can't feel any pain. I can't feel nothing at all. Listen, To run away from feeling is not just running away from feeling pain, it's also running away from feeling pleasure. Both pleasure and pain is a sensation of being able to feel. These are the forces of life. These is the yin and yang, the light and the dark. All of it goes together to create a beautiful dance called life. Life is part suffering, but we don't have to stay in it. It's how we look at the suffering that allows us to transcend it and become something bigger than it. A lot of people's mission came out of their suffering. And you're like, hey, I want to do something bigger with myself. I got a bigger thing to do here. I'm not here to go to work for 25 years and just die. Of that it you're not. And you're so frustrated, you don't realize that your frustration is an opportunity for you to evolve. So somebody says, hey, you know what? I'm thinking of starting this business. I started it, but I'm not getting any traction. That is an opportunity for you to get more creative. And it is out of this creativity that's going to catapult you to the next level, because your business is going to stand above the rest. Sometimes your business stands above the rest when it comes from a place of frustration, because guess what? Every movement led has to be not just led by an idea, must be led by an emotion, must be led by somebody who had an experience that transcends that experience and shares that experience in such a way that empowers other people to do business with you. But if you never go through nothing, how can you even help people grow through something? So you want to be a healer, but you don't want to go through the pain that healers go through to heal. Look, healers feel because they felt before. Healers have a certain peace because they understand in the midst of chaos, I am the force. And what says, the force is within you. But I'm telling you, you're like, where does this stuff come from? I know because I've been there. So why you say, I don't want to be here? I don't want to be here. Listen, you need to be here for a period of time, but you don't need to stay there. Yes, the pain is here to teach you, but you don't need to indulge in it and live in it. But you grow out of it. And you're like, man, I grew out of this pain. I stepped into this next one. Thank you, Queen. I grew out of this pain. I stepped into the next one. That means you're going to the next level. Somebody says, I don't think I should experience pain all my life. No, you shouldn't. But part of knowing that you're alive is that, if you bump your toe, you bumped it. Because if you bumped it 30 times and feel no pain, sooner than later, you might lose the toe. That's the purpose of pain. Pain is not here to break you down. It's here to save you. Because it's telling you something is off, fix it. But if you keep banging it, next thing you know, you lose the limb. Don't lose the limb. The way you don't lose the limb is let pain communicate to you and let it redirect you to do a certain thing after you've felt it. Pain is a redirection tool. Whatever here is not here to break you, it's here to teach you something. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. Listen, the challenges that you face is building the character that's going to be able to build the bridge towards the place that you want to go to. Look, every wall that you have to climb, you have to become a stronger soldier. Every wall that you climb, you got to become a stronger soldier. You build more resiliency. You learn more strategies. That's the purpose of having to learn how to climb a wall. You get more upper body strength. All of it work together for your development. The training ground of a character that can do powerful things is a pain and pleasure. Wow. So I love the story of Job. Job was a faithful servant of God, and he did so many things right by God. And then the devil came and said, God, you got a faithful servant over there. You know what? Listen, I know you said this your faithful servant. This your faithful servant. Sure, that's your faithful servant. Okay, God. The devil is slimy little more. Devil, like, okay, you know what? Let me see if Job is really a faithful servant. You know what? Okay, good God. Can you let me tempt him for a couple of days? God said, you know what? I am so certain that Job is a faithful servant. I love Job with all God, I love Job. Says, okay, go ahead, tempt him. Go ahead, do what you want. We'll see. So infliction started falling upon this man, a man of God. He started losing his sons. He started losing his crops. He started losing so much. Job was going through it. But every single day he woke up, he said, praise to the Most High. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's what he said. Can you believe that? He lost his sons. He lost so much stuff. This man is losing. But he said, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. He said, blessed be the name of the Lord. Ain't that amazing? You mean even in your midst of your pain, you give glory to God that you are, oh my, that is faith. God said, that's one of mine. That's one of mine. Listen, this God is testing you. And somebody said, look, I'm going to say it straight out. God is testing you to see, can you handle the blessing he has in store for you? It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to give you all of this, but are you going to do this in my name? Or are you just going to like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to. It is a test. It is the test that proves that you are worthy of what's available for you. And the test prepares you for it at the same time. Not only does the test prove your worthiness, the test is the preparation for the blessing that awaits. So don't fear the test, embrace the test, and remember, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Peace. Thank y'all for watching this. This is Ed Talks Daily. I appreciate y'all. Remember, if you want to subscribe to this podcast, go to edtalksdaily.com or text Ed Talks to 561-510-9605. There, I'll send you quotes, messages, encouragement, and you can text me one-on-one. It's actually on my phone, so I got you. So make sure you text Ed Talks to 561-510-9605. Text Ed Talks to 561-510-9605. Listen, this has not came to break you. It has came to teach you something so you can grow to the next level. This has not come to break you. It has come to teach you something so you can grow to the next level. But remember, with all humility, say that the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Peace.